like the lag is so bad, it will sometimes take a literal like 30 to 60 seconds for a message to return, which will pause the game for like that amount of time. The game doesn't want to go forward when you send a message. You know what I mean? I also may or may not be contributing to the lag problem with my 3,404 family members. Yeah, I haven't played around with after the end. I did the thing where I was like, I'm gonna wait for its development. Cadet branches. We got 54 houses. That reminds me. I have to. Well, you also see I got like 300,000 gold. I need to do a temple building run. And the reason why I'm doing a temple building run is that building temples increases my renown, because that is a part of my culture, that temple building thing. Yeah, that was why I waited to try it, because when it first came out, when the game came out, I was like, oh, it's probably not going to be that much developed. I'm going to wait. And then years later, I'm like, I'm going to keep waiting. The only really total conversion mod I've played, I remember playing, is the Vampire the Masquerade conversion mod, which also suffers from late game lag like this does, because there's a fuckload of vampires that never die. I'm gonna do the thing I just did with Castile. Or I mean, to get into Iberia. I'm going to buy claims on literally everyone's land. You know, I just realized you sent me with a brain blast by saying that. I have played Elder's King. And I also stopped playing that too, because there's too many characters. Although I didn't like being an elf living for literally ever. I have burnt almost all of my piety on one nation. Do, 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 do. Oh, the one thing I do have to say, on CK3, since they kind of fixed succession by adding a government that ignores succession, is that Imperial goes hard, or administrative government goes hard, because that is the only way I've been able to keep my nation from imploding from succession. Because when I could just pick my heir and all of the titles go to that heir no matter what. Yeah, that's why a couple, because like empires can do the essentially selection. Well, kings and empires can do the co-monarchy, but it's also, I still think that still applies your normal succession laws. So if you're partitioned, it still explodes you. That was the main thing. That was the major problem. Is oh look, I have this nice two duchies with all these nice maintained provinces. Oh, I died. And now my 18 kids have completely split it up amongst themselves. And I have, like, 2 provinces. I now have to regain all of that and fight my siblings. Alright, the one thing I need to do, which I haven't done in a long, long time, is go on a pilgrimage. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. I will take the rest of Hispania in one single war. But I do love my 88 stewardship. For all of the money, all of the territory. He has invented a literal a carriage with 24 horsepower. So I am the Holy Abyssian Emperor. With the reborn faith of some sort of Egyptian faith. Have I passed Catholicism yet in territory? Yes! I am more popular than Catholicism! With my fundamentalist wonderful army. Ooh. The main hurdle. Black. I want all of your land. All of it. I'm just forcefully converting them. Nothing bad's about to happen. I just need to go on another very long pilgrimage to gain more piety. Because for whatever reason, I cannot just walk in. I have to. I can't use holy wars in Iberia for some reason. It's kind of annoying. Alright, slow ass movement, max pomp, altruism intent, and I'm gonna just custom the route somewhere else. Up here. Route deviation too long. Sadness. Start that long ass pilgrimage. Yeet coins at people. Just do it. Earn me the piety. And we have over here the Byzantines being ripped apart by my vassals. Oh, there's some movement over here. They conquered northwards. I feel like my character's going to easily make it to the 90s. I'm going to have to literally walk him through a plague to get him to die. Yeah, he's just gonna. He's literally gonna live like 1,000 years. Also, I am currently babysitting this kingdom over here. Making sure they don't die to my vassals or anyone else. For one reason. I really want this royal court right here. It looks nice. I kind of want it. This is my current royal court. Which, it's pretty nice. I'm not gonna knock it. But I think Aquitaines was only... I feel like that is the only one in existence that has that court. And I really, really want it. Because this is very unique. Because they're like... Byzantines have an actual unique court as well. They have like a chapel thingamabob. And I would have taken this. The problem is, I am a different religion. It wouldn't make sense to have Christianity literally above my head. If I was one of the Christian faiths, then I would take that court. And then all of the other courts all bog standard, longhouse looking bunch of wood and some stone. Like, all uniform. Like, it's been. I want it. So I'm also trying to. Nice. I'll have to check out that mod room. So I've been kind of like window shopping for courts because I've always wanted a different one. A couple of the Indian one kind of interests me, but I was like, nah. And then I saw Aquitaines, I'm like, I want it. I want the big light above my head. That's interesting. So, what happened in my game for HRE is they got obliterated by the Byzantines. The Byzantines literally killed them. I am 100% playing eugenics simulator of let me try to make the best human being through genetics possible. I'm one step closer to the master plan of getting Bloodfather and then just having everyone with the best traits possible. This is also probably not helping with the character count, but I need to ensure my bloodline. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were releasing a new DLC soon. I'm sad because that means by the time I get done with this campaign, which is going to be fucking 8 years from now because of how slow the game's running, the new DLC will come out. I'm gonna miss that. for this playthrough. So usually when I play CK, I touch it for one really long playthrough, and then I don't touch it for a long time. Because there was already, like, local monument thingamabobs. I just hope that the next DLC will be like how the Wandering Nobles DLC was. Like, actually, like, good. Hmm. Yeah, when you said DLC, I immediately thought, like, actual expansion. But it'll be interesting for the next time I play through the game. Because I'm not restarting for the monuments. Not doing it. Not doing it. I've already suffered through so many hours of this slow game. I'm not giving up. You're right. I remember seeing the dev diary for that. Which, if it can be good like how the administrative stuff is, I can see where... Because it does have the estate stuff, but for nomads, which I feel like they need to add some noble estate stuff. Or like the castle grounds or something. Or your main, like where your house is for the capital, or like capital grounds. They need to do something like that for nobility, because nobility is kind of like getting shafted now. Like, monarchies need something like the estate slash what the nomads are getting. It makes sense why tribals wouldn't get any like estates or anything like that, and nomads would get something. It's their entire gimmick. But I swear, monarchies desperately need to get something soon, otherwise they're just kind of like obsolete. Yeah, that is a major problem with the AI, and like it kind of makes sense, but it also doesn't for Crusade, like for people to be selfish and not wanting to coordinate. But it also does, like I feel like there needs to be like a Pope ping or something, like uh, the Pope has an objective, everyone needs to go here, and it forces all of the AI to go into a certain spot. And then when they complete the objective, they can then the Pope puts a new pin down. I feel like that's the main thing that's missing, is that there's no clear objective other than just win the war, bro. Uh, I kind of feel like it needs to be, like, for thematic purposes, I feel like it needs to be the Pope putting down a pin and the player doing it. Or, like, when a crusade happens. If the Pope was calling... So I don't remember how Catholic crusades work. Because I don't know if you can call the crusade. I think only the Pope can. So I think it makes more sense that the Pope puts, like, a Pope signal down somewhere. It's like, everyone needs to invade this literal, like, castle. Everyone go here and help. And support each other. Because Byzantium got holy warred by the Catholic Church. So Byzantium had, like, I think it was 30 or 40,000 men. Or I think it's probably more 50. I'm gonna go 50, be safe. Versus 150,000 Christians, and they won. Because I'm assuming what happened is exactly what you've talked about. Is they split up, they don't fight together, and they get obliterated. Especially if the major problem is, and I even faced it the first time I fought the Byzantines coming up with Abyssia. It's if the Byzantines are having a good game, the guy in charge is making a lot of money. He then buys like 2,000 cataphracts, and once he has 2,000 cataphracts, unless you have like 8 billion counters to counter the cataphracts just obliterate the army. Fucking armored horses just go like brrr and just like obliterate armies. Well, that is the other thing, is if the Byzantines is big, the Emperor is liked and has a bunch of influence, and it also is making a lot of money. Byzantines are a fucking massive threat. Because anytime they go to war, they can then summon like 60,000 dudes out their ass. I can, because I'm an administrative government, I can technically do the same thing. I have... Let me go find it. Because I have the ability to summon up 150,000 legions. 150,000 worth in legions from my themes. Just cause. but I have to manually select and call each one. I'm not an AI where I could just hit the I call everything button. And I would then get 150,000 men on my side if none of them are fighting. But I've also seen Byzantium fall apart through endless internal succession wars, where as soon as the next emperor gets in charge, then someone immediately claims the emperorship and then tries to take it from him. And then it's like 20,000 versus 20,000. And that started happening after I kicked the Byzantines' teeth in a couple times, where then they went into a constant civil war state, where there wasn't ever a stable system. And eventually, I had kicked them enough times that all of my vassals could just summon holy orders and just walk in, which they're currently doing now. One's trying to grab Greece. Another one's trying to grab, oh, that's a Libya word. Parts of Italy. And they're actually apparently doing something in the Persia campaign. Have a good night. I'm gonna take a break real quick, and then I'll continue.